get closer. Can we go? Let's see, can we go straight on? Yeah, see, you got to put it at an angle. The people got to see it. Oh, yeah, I remember you saying you got that in. Tulum Junglescape. Beautiful. Hey, Gwen. Gwen. Did I drop my tassels? Ask away, boys and girls, what y'all got for me? What y'all got for me? Bum, 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 bum. Hola. What's up, MS? Which Blue de Chanel is the best? Parfum, but it doesn't matter. Buy any one that's cheapest. They're all the same. Performance is the only thing that changes. The smell changes a little bit, but not enough to care. Get the cheapest one. Can you recommend a fragrance for a graduation evening? What's the temperature? Is it indoors, outdoors, and what's the temperature? Hot, cold, indoor, outdoor. That's all I need. Boom, 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 boom. Bought the sample from a website, but they canceled it. Now I bought the bottle from a different website, but I got Simon Andreoli Malibu Party in the Bay. I feel it. I feel it. Hey, Joel, this week, wait till you see what hits the collection. You are going to lose your mind, brother. Absolutely going to lose your mind. Bum, 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 bum. What's the real musky scent I smell? Give your mom's phone back to her and get your butt in bed, Alex. Good night. Outdoors in the 60s, so breezy to cold, nighttime. Several fragrances you can go with. Dior Homme Intense, Givenchy's Gentleman Reserve Privé, Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir. Either of those three would be killer for the nighttime. Those would be standouts. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, dude, the mods are gonna sweep y'all out, man. I could just stand here and do nothing. With Eros, I've only reviewed original Eros, Flame, and Energy. The brown one I haven't reviewed, and then the latest one I haven't reviewed. But I'm not in a rush to review those because the newest one and the brown one will never outsell Eros or Energy. Flame is the least sold one out of the three, but it would take a hell of a fragrance to beat out Eros and Flame. Those are the most talked about right now and the most sold. So we'll see what the chatter is about the new stuff. I know all designer up to 2025. So for me, I'm in the niche world right now, messing with independent niche and niche. So I'm not in a race to get a new designer fragrance. The last 3 new designer fragrances I picked up a couple months ago was Dior Homme Parfum 2025, Burberry Hero Parfum released, and then Gucci Guilty Elixir, which is, the Elixir is amazing. Yeah, I've tried everything from the House of Initio. Valentino, what about it? Azzaro Tomorrow Parfum versus EDP Intense. Neither. I'm going to be honest with you. The only Azzaros in the Most Wanted or Wanted line that are worth getting is the Most Wanted Parfum and Wanted by Night Parfum. Any of the rest suck to me. But based off of the trend of what I prefer out of the Most Wanted and Wanted by Night, I would generally push you towards the Parfum Concentrate because they seem to be consistently outdoing themselves on the Parfums. For 115 weather in what for 115 weather in Arizona, Carlos? Y'all got to specify on your questions. What's your favorite Initio? I love Narcotic Delight, Side Effect, Oud for Greatness. I mean, a lot of them are great. I own decants of the whole Initio line, and I've smelled them and worn all of their line multiple times, but nothing has ever driven me to buy a bottle except for Musk Therapy. Musk Therapy is the most universal in the line to me as far as unisex, and then any season, any reason. Everything else leans super date night, sensual, exotic, or like boozy. You know what I'm saying? I like the Baraka fragrance. I like Musk Therapy. I like Atomic Rose. Surprisingly, I didn't think I would. Side Effect, I'm not the biggest fan of, but I think it's an incredible fragrance. Oud for Greatness is a great fragrance, but in Arizona, it's hard to find occasion for it. So for me, if I was to pick up, well, I do have Musk Therapy, but beyond that, if I was to pick up another fragrance from Initio, it would probably be Atomic Rose or Oud for Greatness, but since I can't really find occasion for Oud for Greatness, I tend to lean on... Actually, Baraka is what I would get next. Timeouts for randoms. Chanel Platinum Ego East, tell me about it. Talk to me, fam. Thinking of making this my signature. Mo, if you're thinking about Platinum Ego East, don't buy Platinum, buy Original Ego East. Way more interesting of a DNA, smells better. So I know a lot of talks out there about Platinum Ego East. If you want Platinum Ego East, the clone actually outperforms PE. So I think the clone is Armaf Legacy, ARMAF, and then space Legasi. Our Moth Legacy is a great one-to-one clone of Platinum Egoist, but if you're listening to my advice, don't get Platinum, get the original Chanel Egoist. It's a better fragrance. I saw you post something about Burlington. What kinds do they have there normally? I don't know about normally because in the last year and a half, Burlington has started carrying fragrances they never used to carry. So now that the clones in the designer world, typically what they carry is a lot of super cheap Nautica Blue-esque type stuff. But as far as the upscale designer, sometimes you'll catch Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, Versace Pour Homme. You'll catch some Dylan Blue in there. You'll catch Star Walker in there, a lot of Mont Blanc. But recently, the post that I made was about all of the new clones that have come in. So all the clones I've seen at Burlington as of now is the entire Mahir Legacy line, the entire Badi Al Oud line, Mashraba, all of Lattafa. In fact, I saw Lattafa Kingdom in there, all of our Moth, Maison Alhambra they're carrying now, just a ton of clone. A lot of Fragrance World is in there now. So I was just speaking to the fact that they're carrying almost all the major clones as of now. Hey, keep looking, sub. Keep looking. They're out there. There's thousands of fragrances available, all under 40 bucks. So you'll find your fragrance. Y'all keep getting the timeout, man. Y'all keep getting the timeouts, bro. We keep a broom around this channel. We'll sweep you all up. I just bought another Aqua di Gio in that frosted white bottle. Okay, so the Eau de Toilette. So I'm going to be smelling fresh for the summer. Okay. Okay. Hey, listen, the Eau de Toilette's the OG, so you'll smell fresh. SB, good evening. Scent of the day, Atlas. Okay, you're a daring individual wearing Atlas. What's your top 3 under 40? I don't have a top 3. Look how many fragrances I carry. This ain't even all of them. I don't do top 3s. Some good summers I've been rocking right now is some good summers that I've been rocking right now. Mancera Vetiver Sensual has been really nice lately. Ex Nihilo Flor Narcotique, really nice right now. Oh, this one's been a clutch player for me right now. Casamarati Zherzhov's Mephisto. Insane blue fragrance. Kills everything. Kills Blue de Chanel, Dylan Blue, Versace Pour Homme, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Just smokes all that. My Lalique White has been killing it right now in this hot weather. My Lin Sumi has been killing it. My Grey Vetiver. My Musk Therapy has been smoking it right now in this weather. That's what I've wore kind of this week. I wear a new fragrance every single day, so. Hey, Joel, appreciate you with that broom, man. Appreciate you. You're sweeping all the bozos. Bye, bozos. Bye-bye. We don't do a 15 minutes of fame around here. We do a 2 seconds of fame. You want to be famous? Put that comment, man. We'd love to get you out of here. What can you recommend for a good summer fragrance to a 12-year-old? Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense. Don't get the original Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense. EAU space Intense. That'll be your everyday wear as a 12-year-old. You'll absolutely love it. Got my package this morning. Thanks again. Hey, congratulations. I hope you enjoy it. Hope everything was all in one piece. For some reason, shipments were so slow this week. There's like this big international issue going on right now with fragrances. Like they're just getting to people super slow. Chance, give your phone back to your mom and get in bed, buddy. Good night. I just got... Oh, you retracted. Okay. I'm loving it. Personal stuff gets you banned. Stupid stuff gets you in timeout. Multiple stupid stuff gets you banned. Hey, Joel, I'm with whatever you're with, man. We'll take care of them all together. Anxiously waiting for my delivery too. Yeah, I mean, guys, I sent off 12 packages 9 a.m. Monday morning. I thought by today everyone would have their packages, but there's this big international thing going on with the postage right now with the USPS. Don't know what's going on. If you want the tracking number to your package, just email me and I will give you your tracking. I have all the tracking numbers. I just was too lazy and didn't want to hand them all out. But if you need to track your package, just hit me up on my email and I'll get you guys all tracking numbers to your packages. What up, C2? I did think about buying it, but my mom says that I have too many fragrances and I need to use some of the fragrances I already have. Well, you should. Mom's always right. What up, Prospect? Just decided to get on tonight and hang out with y'all for a little bit. You know how we do. What y'all need recommendations on, man? Come on, talk to me. I got a massive fragrance haul coming in this week. I'll give you guys a hint. I have 24 niche fragrances coming in this week. Do you like Eros Energy? No. This fragrance absolutely annihilates Eros Energy, but it'll smell like Eros Energy, but a million times better. Armaf Club de Nuit Pre-Show 1. I'll let you take a screenshot of it. 3, 2, 1, 0. This is cheaper too, 40 bucks. Smells like Versace Eros Energy, but way better. You'll get way more compliments with this than Eros Energy. Eros Energy is a good fragrance, but it's not amazing. They take Versace Eros Energy and ramp it up way sexier. You'll get 1,000 times more compliments with that fragrance, and it will smell just like Energy, but better. Sent you a DM on IG. Okay, I'll check it out. Oh yeah, I also get Eros and Polo Blue for the summer also. Okay. What's up, guys? What's up? A lot of people are getting banned on here tonight, man. Don't be that one. Don't be dumb in the chat. I recently purchased 9 p.m., but I feel it doesn't project much. People say it projects a lot. Why? You're tripping. Point blank period. You put 4 or 5 sprays at 9 p.m. on, you're just going nose blind. You're not smelling yourself. Trust me, everybody's smelling you. Thank you so much for the Greenlee clone recommendation. 10 out of 10 for sure. Oh, did you try it? Are you talking about Aether? You talking about Aether, Isaac? Just picked up a French Avenue Aether. Smells pretty good. It does. And listen, Santana, the thing about Aether is when you first smell it, it smells good. But after about a month of using it, it'll actually increase in projection and longevity. That's the only issue a lot of people have with Aether is they feel like it's a weak scent, but just it'll macerate incredible. So the more you start using it, the less you'll have to spray it because when it finally matures after like a month or two, it gets strong and good. Trust me. Trust me, it will macerate and mature really nice. I took Chanel Allure Homme Sport on and I got compliments. Hey, Chanel Allure Homme Sport's an amazing fragrance. What about Armaf Venetian Gold? Is it any good? I haven't heard much about it and I haven't put my nose to it yet, Just. Creed is the only cologne that I use. Well, milk is the only thing that I drink. Anyone have thoughts on the new PDM? It's okay. The new PDM is okay. If you're talking about the clear bottle or the green bottle, both of them are okay. One is like Sedley, but less sweet with a little bit of pepper. The other one's another freshie. You know, I don't think it's worth the money at all. Fragrance World has clones that beat out all those, but yeah. The new Eros ain't all that. Anyone have thoughts on the new PDM? Yeah, just answered that. Creed's good. I love Creed. You know, I keep some Creed. In fact, I have 2 Creed fragrances coming in this week. But Yeah, it's not all I wear, as you can tell. Got Aether like a trade-in with a coworker who didn't like it. I don't know how you don't like Aether. I've never heard someone say they don't like the smell of Aether. I've only heard people say they wish it performed better, and I always just tell them wait a month or two, and that thing will start singing. What other questions y'all got for me, man? Tonight, my fragrance was Tres Oros. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You ever have a fragrance you can smell as you walk up to it? I'm not talking about when you wear it. I'm talking about you ever have a fragrance that sits on your shelf and when you walk towards it, you can smell the fragrance in the room already? This fragrance is insanity. What up, TTF? Just got Valentino Uomo Intense and I don't know what time to wear it. All day, every day. All day, every day. How do you think Absolute Vetiver smell? I've never heard of the fragrance. Who's the house? I feel like I'm a master when it comes to vetiver, so tell me what the house is, because I'm shocked I haven't put my nose to it. It doesn't matter. Den, the fragrance is any season, any reason. You don't have to, it's not a specific type of fragrance. It's a spring, summer type of fragrance, but it works in the cold just as well. It's a very versatile fragrance. Morning, night, cold, hot, doesn't matter. You can wear it. I got my prize yesterday and I love it so much. Thank you. Perfect timing too. Birthday is next week. Hey, awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. Hey, I told you, biggest giveaway in FragCom. We did that for free. No shipping. Y'all didn't pay nothing. All I ask is that y'all continue to support, man. Enjoy your gifts. We gave out 32 fragrances. Thoughts on Mancera Scenic Terre? Haven't put my nose to it, Gabriel. I've smelled most of the Mancera line. I haven't put my nose to that one, buddy. Sorry. Do you know about Merchant of Venice? I don't. Do you have Vanilla Oud by Virtus? No, but I've smelled it. It's okay. It's not my favorite vanilla. It's not my favorite vanilla right now. At all. I'm very picky with vanilla. I sent my Decant out to you on Monday, so it should get there soon. Awesome. Thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate it. I recently bought Liberty Merchant of Venice. Thoughts? I don't have it. Don't have it. I haven't put my nose to it either. We got 24 fragrances coming in, 24 niche fragrances coming in this week that will blow y'all's minds. Don't ask me what I spent on it. Biggest fragrance haul in FragCom this week. Thoughts on Bleu de Chanel? Eau de Parfum and Parfum are better than Eau de Toilette, but the Eau de Toilette's cheaper. They all three virtually smell the same with just a little bit of density difference. EDP is going to be the highest performer. Parfum is going to smell the best by 10-15%. So get the Parfum or the EDP, or even if you go with the cheapest one, which is going to be the Eau de Toilette because it came out first, you're still not losing. But if you want performance, go EDP. If you want best smell, go Parfum. Because it's a very strong fragrance, I was thinking about underspraying it so it gets a little more fresh. That's a great tactic, Den. Spray less if you want that fragrance to feel fresher. Spray it heavy. I would say like 3 to 4 sprays if you want to keep it fresh. 4 to 6 sprays if you want to go heavier. I would say as it gets to the evening time, you would go heavier. But if you're wearing it first thing in the morning, I don't care what season it is, what time, whatever. If you're wearing it first thing in the morning, I would go like 4 sprays minimum. Al Harmain Amber Oud Aqua Dubai for the second time, and I started to like it. Very, very soapy frag. Thoughts on other LV Imagination clones? This is the best LV Imagination clone. Point blank period. Snap a picture of it. Sahib Intense from Ardal Zafaran. I've tried virtually every Imagination clone under the sun. Nothing beats this. And I have Original Imagination right over there on the table. Sahib Intense is 1-to-1. Beats out everything. Aqua Dubai beats out all the inspiration houses. Beats Full House. I mean, it just beats everything. Do you have any advice for making my channel? I've made a couple review video shorts, but I haven't posted them because I feel like I sound stupid. You're going to sound stupid. Doesn't matter. Post shorts, go live, almost never post videos. Post shorts, go live if you can, don't post videos. Videos will be the slowest way to grow your channel. The fastest way to grow your channel is shorts, then lives, and then whenever you can, just post consistently on the videos. Even if it's once a week, once every other week, it doesn't matter. Shorts and lives. If you sound stupid, sound stupid. 10 videos later, you'll sound less stupid. 20 videos later, you'll sound less stupid. 30, 40, 50 videos, okay, now you're kind of sounding good. 100 videos, okay, now you sound amazing. You find your voice and you keep it pushing. Lacoste green is okay. I'm a Lacoste red and play kind of guy, but I don't even wear Lacoste at all anymore because there's so many fragrances that beat it for the same price. Tom Brown make Absolute Vetiverse. Yeah, I haven't heard of it. Interaction. Don't really know what you're speaking to. What else y'all got for me? Have you tried the Valentino Uomo EDT with the chocolate coffee and the hazelnuts? I don't know about those notes, but I've tried Valentino Uomo for sure. Valentino Uomo Intense is better than Valentino Uomo. Thoughts on oud. Okay, here's an interesting talk on oud. So oud is the product of what happens when the agarwood tree gets an infection. That infection manifests in the tree. They harvest that infection, and that produces oud. Oud is one of the only notes in raw materials that ages and changes scent DNA with time. So if I have a tola or a vial of oud, 2 weeks later, it'll smell different. 3 weeks later, it'll smell different. 1 year later, it'll smell different. 5 years. There's ouds that are hundreds of years old. But most, and I would say 95 to almost 99% of fragrances that you smell, even though they say oud, they do not have real oud. They have the agarwood wood from the tree that hasn't been infected, which is not oud. And they try to use agarwood wood and other raw materials to synthetically create the feeling of oud. And the easiest way to know if your fragrance actually has oud is after your fragrance completely becomes a skin scent, oud should still be there for like 24 hours. Oud lasts an incredibly long amount of time. So even fragrances like Initio's Oud for Greatness and a lot of your ouds fragrances, Oud Satin Mood, Oud Silk Mood, they all have synthetic oud. So you can have two people take an infection from agarwood and produce it into oud, and the guy that uses that oud in his fragrance 2 weeks in versus the guy who uses his fragrance 6 months in could make two completely different fragrances. So where it becomes different is everything that produces the infection. The soil, the environment, the temperature, when it's extracted, how long the oud has sat, what's mixed with the oud, is there more than one oud? So oud's really tricky, and another thing is that the animalic smell from oud oftentimes is not the oud, it's spoiled oud. So that's another problem, is guys spoil their oud accidentally and still put it in fragrance because oud is extremely expensive to harvest. And so you're not really smelling true oud, you're smelling spoiled oud. Oud is very tricky, but when oud is extracted properly, it smells tons of different ways. Sweet, earthy, musky, rosy. Oud can smell a bunch of different ways, but it doesn't smell stinky. So the whole animalic take on oud is just from spoiled oud that you're smelling and everything, and most designer and niche fragrances have synthetic oud. It's not real oud. So my thoughts on oud is that most people don't even know what real oud smells like, because you'd have to spend north of $500 to $1,000, if not more, to even acquire real oud or real oud in a fragrance. And most fragrances, even Boadicea and things like that, who use real oud, use such a small amount of the raw material, such a trace amount, that it's virtually not even in the fragrance. So there's my little lecture on oud. What's a good cologne for $60? Anything. I need more context. How long does Bleu de Chanel EDP last? At least 8 hours. I got Vulcan Fouet. I like it. Pretty good mango scent. If you like Vulcan Fouet, try Day 3 Bani, B-A-N-I. That's a mango scent that annihilates Vulcan Fouet. But Vulcan Fouet is a great rendition of God of Fire, and it's a good fragrance. Does Halloween really smell good? It's so cheap. Is it a winter or summer cologne? Well, Halloween Man Shot is a cold weather date night fragrance, and Halloween Man Eau de Toilette, the purple bottle, is cold or hot any season. So if you want the more versatile one, go with the purple bottle. The Halloween Man X and the other Halloween Man, the red one and the weird color bottle, are trash. Only get purple bottle Eau de Toilette or Man Shot if you can get your hands on it. Man Shot smells a lot like Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir. You ever thought of making your own fragrance? I have, and I will, and I am. What else y'all got for me? I'm telling you guys, this fragrance haul this week is going to be insane. Absolutely insane. Y'all seen my last haul? My last haul was these 4. These 5, actually. Lyra and Mephisto. Best inspiration of Perfumo, Latafa Sacrat, S-U-Q-R-A-A-T. Latafa Sacrat, you can get it for $20 on Amazon. The best Perfumo you'll ever find. Have you smelled Armaf Connoisseur Man? Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm not hating on it. It's okay. Yeah, Joel, it's going to be insane. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, to be honest. It's not all that. You got to understand, I'm going all niche for the next 3-4 months, so it's hard to impress me these days. I've smelled pretty much I've smelled like 80% of all clones. I've smelled 100% of all designer. And niche, I'm just now getting into like really deep, and I've probably smelled over 500 niche fragrances, both independent and non. So it's really hard to impress me these days. Have you tried the new Bulgari Man Pour Homme? No, I have not. Honestly, I've tried the whole Bulgari line with the bejeweled tops and everything from this line, and this is my favorite, surprisingly. I'm going to get some test strips. Bulgari Man is just... Bulgari Man in black is just something else. If you like Prada Black or Black Orchid, switch out of both of those and go Bulgari Man in Black and thank me later. Do you have any idea of when packages from the giveaway will arrive? Carter, let me look. Hold on. Let's look. Let's see. Carter, yours says delivered, buddy. Yours was delivered May 17th. So, Carter, your package was delivered today at 1 o'clock. Have you tried Royal Blend? Yeah, to be honest, Royal Blend Nero is the best Royal Blend. And it's about a 90 to 95% clone of Angel Share, but this is the best Angel Share clone. I'll let you take a picture of it. Amir, Paris Corner, Fire Your Desire. This is a 10 out of 10 to me. All the Angel Share clones, for some reason, don't have cognac in them. I don't know why. This is the only Angel Share clone with the cognac, and you need the cognac because it's an essential part of the real Angel Share. That dark liquor, sweet flair to all the cinnamon and vanilla and praline and all that jazz. So, Amir, Paris Corner, Fire Your Desire. This beats out, you know, Nero. It beats out, you know, the original Royal Blend Nero, Camera, all that nonsense. This beats it out. So that's the only Angel Share clone I'm really messing with these days. And I've smelled all of them. I have Royal Blend over there, but I didn't need to buy a full bottle of it. I just have a decant. I got 78 bucks. What do you recommend? If you're trying to get Lacoste Play in Red. But if you're trying to look for something else, I need more context. That's the only bad thing when you have a large collection. It's finding something new to impress you. I actually think that's a good problem to have. But the one thing that kind of pisses me off is a lot of people who have big collections don't buy discovery sets, and they're not trying to actively find new houses. They're just saying everything sucks because they're drawing off of a memory of stuff. I still wear every fragrance in my collection every day, and I still am traveling around the world and trying to find discovery sets and new houses. I don't care what the money is, and just put my nose to a lot of stuff. A lot of people just stop actively searching, and they just think they're going to stumble across something. And it's like, well, you know, you have to put in more work the bigger your collection gets. Is that the one that's compared to OG Spice Bomb? Which one? Which one, Elar? Okay, thanks. I haven't got a chance to check my mail. I'll check right now. Yeah, check your mail, buddy. You got it. What up, Kicks? I have it in my cart. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it. Okay. Is it cool that people are just into things? I don't know. What up, guys? What up, what up, what up? Yeah, YouTube doesn't like to let people know I'm online, but we've been here. I'm not going to be on much longer, but I'll be in here for a little bit. I don't get this infatuation with people wanting to be said hi to. It's really weird. Stop being weird. No one wished me a happy birthday. Ain't nobody wishing you a happy birthday right now. We ain't got time for that. That's your mama's fault. That's your friend's fault. Barely, Isaac. You might get an hour out of it, but not really. Oil increases it more. Yeah, get your girlfriend to wish you happy birthday, man. Come on. Oils, lotions and creams and stuff, you know, people, I don't know how much people clock it. They clock it the first time they try it, but they don't really clock it afterwards. In the average consensus of everybody I know who uses scentless lotions and all that stuff, you might get an extra hour, maybe 2 out of a fragrance, but just have good hygiene and overspray. Unless you have a body butter that actually smells like the fragrance and you're comboing, then you can really see like a 2 hour, 3 hour increase. But at that point, you've almost paid enough to buy another fragrance. So it's like, I don't know. Thoughts on Liam Gray? Liam Gray is a clone of Gris Charnel, and it's also a clone of Jazz Club. And it's super unisex, feminine leaning, but it's still a great fragrance. Fragrance layering combos, dude, too many to count. Look out for my ebook. My ebook will be dropping in a couple months. That'll have all my elite combos. R&B. High 9 is crazy, Kicks. We're going to spin the block on that opinion tomorrow. High 9 is crazy. My newest fragrance is Bonnie from day 3. I need another summer scent, something similar to Vulcan Fue. Then get Bonnie. Get Bonnie from day 3. It's 155. I mean, this is what I would do. Go to day 3's site, spend $40 on the discovery set so you get to try all their fragrances, and then take the $40 voucher that they give you and put that towards your fragrance. So for buying the fragrance, you basically get a free discovery set, which will let you try the rest of the line. But if you want another mango fragrance that smells nothing like Vulcan Fue, that's way better than Vulcan Fue, get Bonnie, B-A-N-I, and thank me later. Bonnie is pretty much a mango coconut version of Ani from Nishane, but it is killer. I don't have a favorite, Gwen. Don't have a favorite. Joel's sweeping all you bugs out of here. Joel gets an MVP. Joel, I might send you a fragrance soon, man. You've been putting in work. I might send you a fragrance soon, buddy. Not really, Dream. Not really. Not to me, no. Joel, I'm gonna send you something you never smelled before. You just give me a little bit of time. Let me get my new haul in and sort through some stuff. I'm gonna send you some stuff you haven't smelled before. Without question. What else y'all got for me, man? I'm only gonna be on for like another 10 minutes. Send me your questions, guys. All the new trolls coming in, you'll get 5 seconds of fame in here. Type your comments. We'll sweep you out of here. We'll call it a day. As y'all take your second to post, I'm going to let y'all behold the collection. Every time I go live, somebody inevitably asks me, yo, Scent Bubble, show me your collection. So I'm going to leave it right here while y'all type your questions. I'm going to go take a piss. Okay, let's answer some questions. Canada Post might start a strike, so it might have to be with somebody else. Okay. It's okay, we'll get it to you. Today, Arrows, right before he got into the car, and my aunt was pissed. I could see that. I could see why. Okay. Best new clones you've smelled. As of recently, Fragrance World Glorious Oud Royal Blanc, amazing Initio Musk Therapy clone, incredible. Zara Man, best Tom Ford Black Orchid EDP clone I've smelled in a really long time. What are some new clones that have absolutely killed it? Armaf Peugeot 1 was really nice. I was a little bit late to the party for that. Clones. Haven't been buying a ton of clones. But, I mean, if we were to say of all time, that's a different thing. But as of recently, those are the only ones that I think are, like, have super impressed me. And again, this isn't a clone. This is a designer fragrance. But it is outright cloning Leighton. This is also 10 out of 10 for me as well. Whoa. But yeah, we've been slowing down on a lot of clones. We gave away 32 fragrances on the last giveaway, so we've been slowing a little bit down on the clones. I smelled Sangre Oak. It's amazing as well. Okay, I see you. What other questions? Burberry smells amazing. Burberry Hero Parfum was pretty good, but it smells like Dolce & Gabbana K EDT. How much do you spend on fragrances? Too much. I hate how Peugeot is only 55 ml. You know what? To be honest, I don't mind it. I don't think, here's my take. I don't think Aventus is a DNA that you should be concerned with wearing an incredibly long amount of time. Now, with that being said, with 55 ml, you can comfortably wear, especially with the performance and projection, you really only need 3-4 sprays of this to go pretty much the whole day. So to me, you could wear this fragrance probably 3 days a week if you wanted to, and it would last you over a year. So I think people sleep on what 55 ml really looks like. And if you have more than 10 or 20 fragrances, that fragrance should last you years. So now granted, I can say that because I have things like Off Non-Supremacy Collector's Edition, you know, so that's another Aventus. But nonetheless, like, they should have gave you more juice, but the fact of the matter is, how are they, what am I going to say? Hold on a second, guys. So what you really paid for, in the $40 that you had to pay for Armaf Peugeot was this dumb box. That's what you paid for, guys. If you were wondering, oh man, why can't I buy Peugeot for $30? You bought Peugeot for $40 to $60 because of this stupid hard case that came with the fragrance. That's where all your money went. This retarded case that you will never use. So it is what it is. It is the best Aventus. It is the best absolute Aventus clone out right now. But one thing I will say is I am so sick and tired of influencers telling you that this is a clone of Aventus Absolute or Aventus Cologne. It is not Aventus, guys, at all. And people should stop telling you that, because nowhere on the internet for Armoff or Offnon do they tell you this is a Ventus at all. It is not. Does it kind of feel like a Ventus? Sure. But it is not nowhere near a Ventus. It's closer to Hasselblad. And even then, I don't get that. Every influencer I've seen gets on the camera and says, here's Offnon Supremacy Collector's Edition. It's supposed to be cloning Aventus Absolute. And it's like, bro, you're setting up the review wrong. Because now if you're trying to compare it to Absolute, you're going to go on the camera and tell everybody not to get it because it's not Aventus Absolute. And then you have to backpedal and say, oh, well, it's still a good fragrance. But by then you've already lost the audience because they don't even know what it smells like now. So they need to stop doing that. This fragrance never was and never will be Aventus Absolute. It is simply not. And anyone who's saying that should be smacked right in the face, because it's not. If you want to truly know how that fragrance smells versus Armoff Pro Show 1 and all the other clones to name, Nitro Black, Al Haramain, Offnon Supremacy Not Only Intense, Club de Nuit, EDT, EDP, Parfum, Limited Edition Parfum, Versace Eros Energy, all those Aventus dupes, Mont Blanc. If you want to know how all of them smell in relativity to each other, just go on my YouTube channel and type Collector's Edition and then type Per Show and watch both of the reviews, and I break it down very thoroughly. I think I have the most thorough review of Aventus clones out there. Do you have Jean-Paul Gaultier? Yes, all of them. Limited edition Club de Nuit, still good. I mean, it's nothing compared to Pro Show and Collector's Edition. So if you want something that's absolute, then you have to go Pro Show. Pro Show dominates limited edition Parfum. Limited edition Parfum is only better than the EDT and the EDP, and it's subjectively possibly better than Not Only Intense and L'Aventure. But that's completely subjective depending on what notes you like to lean forward with. The lemon, the pineapple, the oak moss, the black currant. So it's a really subjective thing. But in my opinion, you really shouldn't even be considering anything other than Collector's Edition or Pro Show. If you want Absolute Aventus, Pro Show is going to be the closest thing you're going to get. If you want the closest thing to Hasselblad, then Collector's Edition is going to be the closest thing you get. You know, picture Kate Alferson with oak moss. That is Collector's Edition. I don't have a, Tamara, I don't have a favorite to go to. I wear a new fragrance every single day. Everything that you see here, if a month goes by, 28 to 31 of these fragrances will get worn, and the following month, a whole nother group will be smelled. All of these fragrances are hitters. None of them suck. So to me, I like putting my nose to a lot of different stuff and expanding my palette. This week, I wore Vetiver Sensual, Trace Oros, Flora Narcotique, Casa Murati Mephisto, La Lique White, Mont Blanc Presence, and Musk Therapy. Those were the fragrances I wore. Next week, it'll be a bunch of different stuff. Been losing interest in colognes, but I'm thinking about getting more. What's a good school fragrance? If you're losing interest in fragrance, stay out of fragrance for a while, Steps. Your problem is you have too many fragrances. You're not appreciating them. You need to go without fragrance for a long time and re-love your old fragrances. You're getting into a rut where all you care about is smelling something new that you haven't smelled. Go back and not wear fragrance for a while and spend some time with your fragrances, combo your fragrances, experiment with your fragrances, and just get out of fragrance for a while. You're getting in the YouTube rut. You got to get out of it. I got that cigar perfume. I don't know what that is. Pro Show is worth it, especially after it macerates, just 4 or 5 sprays. Absolutely, 100% agree. I haven't bought a cologne in years. What should I get? I don't know. You need more context than that. That's like saying I haven't bought a car in 15 years. What should I buy? I don't know. Is there a man's spray that's similar to Ascara? I don't know. Let's look. Is that a women's fragrance? Oh, Escada? Well, that's not a heart-shaped bottle. I don't know if that's the fragrance. You're gonna have to specify the name of that fragrance before I give you some advice there. Thoughts on Mancera Oud Lemon Mint? It's a great fragrance. I never keep boxes, I throw them away. Of course you do. Typo, Escada. Yeah, but the Escada that I'm looking at, none of them look heart-shaped. There's 2 of them, and neither of them look heart-shaped, Elizabeth. I don't even know what Aventus smells like. That's crazy. I don't even like Aventus line anymore. Way too many dupes, tired of that DNA. You should be. I'll never get tired of Aventus, but I also don't go buying multiple Aventus clones either. No birthday shout-outs. Sorry. Bentley and Tasse. Haven't heard of it. Bro, I love my 1 million. 1 million's a good fragrance. The best perfume from Armaf. There's too many hitters from Armaf to say. SB, thoughts on Initio Side Effect? A lot. To me, Side Effect is a really good fragrance if you're 30 years old and down. 30 and up, I feel like it's like the old man trying to be young again. Now, mind you, I'm 36. A lot of people don't even realize that. So I'm an old man. But with that being said, Side Effect is like a real boy toy scent. It basically smells like a rosy, jammy, boozy purple fragrance with a little bit of maturity to it, but not that much. It is so boy toy, wannabe sexy with a little bit of class, but it's so overkill on the booze. It's like an aphrodisiac type of fragrance, but it's a little overkill. The older you get with that fragrance, the more it's like you doing too much. But it is one of the best sellers from Initio. A lot of celebrities wear Side Effect. A lot of young people 25 and down wear Side Effect. But I find once you hit about 30 and up, Side Effect feels very Jean-Paul Gaultier-ish, where it's like, okay, it's time to grow up. So I would say if you're 25 and down, you'll absolutely love Side Effect as your go out with the guys, date night, killer fragrance. The girls will absolutely love smelling it on you. 25 to 30, it's like, okay, if you're going out to like a club or a lounge, it would go really good in the air, or a hookah lounge or something like that. But wearing it as a date night scent in a long-term relationship or something, it's just going to be overkill. I actually surprisingly think Atomic Rose is 100 times better than Side Effect, but I'm completely subjective in that. I know most people would completely disagree with me, but that's my breakdown. And I think Initio has a lot of other sexier fragrances to offer than Side Effect. Like Baraka, Blessed Baraka is an incredible fragrance. The other black one is really good. Narcotic Delight is really nice. I personally love Musk Therapy. My wife, Musk Therapy is her top 2 favorite fragrance to even smell, let alone smell on me. So, but Musk Therapy is not really a date night sexy. Musk Therapy is like one of the only any season, any reason, everyday wears, but it still smells really expensive and luxurious. But I like that about Musk Therapy because I feel like all of Initio's fragrances are like occasion based. They're like fragrances when you're going to a certain place, whereas Musk Therapy, you can just throw it on. It's upscale casual to semi-formal, and it's just really nice. So that's my take, man. Thoughts on Stronger With You Parfum? Not a fan. If you like Stronger With You, just go all the way in and get Angel Share and call it a day. Hope you're doing well. Have you found anything recently that you've been excited about? Yes. I want to tell you guys some of the 25 niche fragrances coming to my house this week because all of them are insane. So, but I can't. I don't want to spoil it. This week, pay attention because on my community post, as soon as it comes in, I'm going to do a 25 box display of my new fragrance haul. And I guarantee you it'll be a bigger fragrance haul than anybody on YouTube. And it's all super duper expensive niche. And I don't want to spoil the fun. So, but I'm excited about getting those this week. I'm excited about a couple of fragrances. Imaginary Authors Slow Explosions, like a sangria wine slash oud wood type of fragrance. I'm excited about the Javoy line. There's a lot of fragrances from Javoy. I'm really looking. This is the best discovery set I've ever smelled, so I'm really excited about that. I've been buying a lot of day 3 fragrances. I bought Bonnie, I bought Escandalo, and I bought Tres Oros. There's just a lot of stuff I got my nose on, guys. Do you prefer Acqua di Gio or Stronger With You line? Acqua di Gio every day of the week, and I only think it's worth... Now, granted, I have Acqua di Gio Eau de Parfum because it's the most interesting to me. I'm so familiar with the line that this is the only one that really is different from all the other ones because it's actually way greener. But so I rock this a lot just out of boredom with the line. But the only fragrances you need from Acqua di Gio is Profondo for your everyday fresh wear and Profumo if you actually have access to it, which nobody has, which spoiler alert, Profumo is coming in this week. So that's one fragrance I'll give you guys. But Profumo, if you get access to it, sexiest date night killer fragrance out there, any season, any reason. Profondo if you want your everyday sporty wear with a lot of performance. But I personally have just been wearing this because it just interests me more. It's got a green note in it that none of the other ADGs have. Hi, brother. Suggest something opulent smelling for everyday use. Aquatic, citrus, but not sweet. Not sweet and not oudy. Yeah, so if you can get your hands on it, put your nose to Lin Sumi, Joma Shop, or FragranceBuy.ca. If you can get your hands on this, it's always sold out when it comes back out. $40. An incredible green, earthy fragrance that's like super modern. Nothing else smells like this in the world to me. This one is an affordable one that really goes crazy right now. Mont Blanc Presence. I'm not a fan of Mont Blanc at all. There's only 2 Mont Blancs I would ever recommend, and this is one of them. Mont Blanc Presence you can get at Burlington right now for $15. Incredible heliotrope white flower. It's one of the most masculine floral fragrances ever. Smells like you just hopped out of a gray Jaguar. Very sophisticated, not synthetic at all. That's a really nice one. This to me is basically Aventus, but you replace the pineapple with orange. Smells like a CEO type of fragrance. Bentley for Men Black Edition. You can get that at Burlington right now for like $25. Really good work fragrance, but also a really good everyday upscale casual. Grey Vetiver, second best office fragrance for men, but everyday fresh, slightly green, slightly earthy, and grapefruit citrus. And then let's find you a citrus. This right here. Lalique White. So soapy, clean linen, little bit of spice from tamarind and white pepper. Just the tiniest bit though. It doesn't brush your nostrils. Very soft, slightly green, and very citric in the bergamot. So it's kind of like the best overall freshie. It's very interesting. No freshie will smell like this. You get the clean, you get the soap, you get the linen, you get a little bit of spritz from spice, you get a tiny bit of green, and you get a lot of citrus sprinkled over the top. You can get this for like 20, 25 bucks, 100 ml. Really good citrus fragrance. Absolutely incredible. Vetiver Sensual, if you have the money for it. Best green and citrus fragrance out there. 120 ml bottle you can get for about $70 to $100 in spring and summer. Oh my gosh, this is mesmerizing, enchanting, invigorating, bright. It'll put a smile on your face to wear. So there's a couple of suggestions. Yeah, I do have money, but best Yaman Lale that you smelled. I don't have the best memory on my Yaman Lale experience. I've only smelled about 11 fragrances from Yaman Lale. The Chanel Allure Sport one was really nice. The Lafayette Street one was pretty good. The Bleu de Chanel one was nice. The Wajan one was nice. There was a couple other ones I just forget. There's a video on my YouTube channel called Yaman Lale Part 1 and 2. Just watch those videos and I review 11 fragrances. So you can see which ones I recommend. Let's see. Are there any of the Blue Mediterranean worth getting? They're all smell great and fresh, but don't perform. I wouldn't recommend them, Brass. Joel, I have some incredible vetivers, though, that I would challenge you to put your nose to. But I'm compiling my top 20 best vetivers video. It won't be ready for like another 2 months. But I'm compiling the best commercial list of vetivers out there. And nobody's beaten my vetiver top 10. No one. The amount of vetiver fragrances I put my nose to recently is insane. By the way, guys, 5 more minutes, I'm out of here. So any last minute questions you guys have, appreciate it. Just put them in the chat. Thoughts on Vintage Green, Banana Republic? Vintage Green 78 might arguably be the best Banana Republic fragrance in the line. Fig, green leaf, tea, and fig. I think I already said fig. I'm going to spray this. If anyone tells me, hey, I want a tea fragrance, but I don't have a lot of money. If you're interested in tea at all, this is the entry frag. This is step 1. Tea, fig, green leaf herbals. It's like walking through a forest. Smells a little bit like Oolong Cha from Nichane. Smells a little bit like Dior's Eau Sauvage with the green. Oh. This fragrance almost doesn't even belong in the line. It's too good. And in fact, I own the 30 ml bottles. I don't know if you guys can see in the back here. Can I remove these? I've got like the entire Banana Republic line in the back there. And I have 30 mLs of everything. Vintage Green 78, I think, arguably is the best Banana Republic fragrance. God, that's so good. I'm going to spray some of that. Just feels good. Just feels good to wear. Thoughts on, okay. Another vetiver, Jacques Fath Le Delodin. Yeah. No, I've smelled that, Joel. It's solid. It doesn't blow my socks off, but it's very solid. The first fragrance that you create, what type of fragrance would it be? If you know right now, you would think it would be a vetiver fragrance, but I don't think I'm messing with that right now. I think the first fragrance that I will make, I'm gonna start with an everyday freshie, and I'm gonna try to innovate in the space. So like right now you have like fresh aquatic, fresh linen, fresh soap, fresh green, fresh fruit, fresh citrus, fresh spicy. You have fougere. I'm gonna try to create a hybrid type of fragrance like Lalique White, where it incorporates the best of everything in a freshie while still being a highly signature scent that you can't find. That will be probably the first fragrance I work on. And then from there, I'm going to move to a super versatile date night fragrance. And then I'm going to go for a super unique fragrance with just different raw materials that are kind of the thing is when I go to my creative fragrance, I'm going to create accords that aren't listed on Fragrantica yet. So, you know, like people might have an accord listed on Fragrantica that says night sky or wet sand. They're creating that accord. So with the third fragrance, I'm gonna try and create some different accords to make a completely one of one fragrance. So I'll have to mess with some raw materials there. But that'll be kind of the trajectory of where I'm gonna go. A highly signature, fresh, everyday, any season, any reason. My date night, and then my creative, unique fragrance, and then we'll see. We'll do really limited releases on each of them. You know, probably like I'm gonna be honest. When my fragrance comes out, I'm probably gonna do like a very limited quantity, like 50 bottles, and it's really hard to get distribution on that low of a quantity. So it'll probably be like 150 bottles total with 50 in each category. And if I can't get the distribution on them, I'll probably hand make them all myself by talking to Michael Paul from Day 3, see if he can help me with that. Or someone like a Sensual Obsessions guy or something like that. But those are the three that are on my mind the most. And I'm going to base them all around my combos that I currently have. So I'm already trying to create those three fragrances just simply using fragrances I already own. And once I get in the wheelhouse of where I'm going, then I'll start to think through innovating different raw materials to add to the equation to spritz them up. But so that's my idea, but I'm not really going to talk much about it to everybody for a while until it actually is something I can share. I tried a few duas. Duas really hit or miss. I'm copping white and black and white from Lalique thanks to you. Hey, Vinny, listen, tell me honestly, if you buy them and don't like them, tell me. To me, out of the Lalique line, those are the best. Those two right there. So honestly, when you get the fragrances in, again, Lalique white is the best everyday wear. Dumb reach, but super signature. No one's gonna smell like you. And then white and black is a super sexy date night or nightlife sexy fragrance, but it's fresh. It's a fresh vanilla cherry almond-esque type of fragrance. You know, it's just like Leighton, but dialed down a little bit on the sweetness, a little less medicinal, a little bit more fresh. So it truthfully, it's almost like you could rock that fragrance from 4 o'clock in the afternoon up in any occasion. Very nice. But like, honestly, try those two fragrances and genuinely tell me how you feel when you wear them. And the great thing about those fragrances is if you don't like them at all, anyone would buy them off of you. Anyone. Poseidon Elixir, haven't tried it. I appreciate you, Vinny. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right, guys, is it time to go? Let me know. Any last minute questions? Do you have an update on merch? Well, believe it or not, I have a whole line of Scent Bubble merch already done. I just haven't released it. I haven't showed it to you guys. There's actually a Scent Bubble store, online Scent Bubble store live right now. You guys will just never be able to find it. And I'm gatekeeping my own merch right now. I'm not ready. I know a lot of people would buy it right now. I'm not ready to share it with the world. But I have quite a bit of merch for the Scent Bubble line. And none of it says Scent Bubble. None of it says Scent Bubble. All of it is like really dope, like fragrance language and phrases. In like a graffiti type of style, but I have some elegant stuff, like some real, you know, kind of some real kind of like what's the brand? I have some real kind of like sharp, elegant stuff, and then I have like some completely artsy, like graffiti, exotic, euphoric type crazy colorways and stuff. but I'm just not ready to show it with the world yet. Because when I drop the merch store, I want it to be so different than what you guys would see. Like, it's not just going to be any content creator right now. Their merch is just a t-shirt with their logo thrown on it. And it's so boring. It's so boring. It's not innovative at all. My merch is going to be like art pieces. And so, and I don't want it to, I want you guys to be able to customize it any way you want. So it's going to have a billion different colorways. It's going to be like shirts, long sleeves, hoodies, crew necks, socks, joggers, sport shorts, gym shorts. Like, you'll literally be able to customize the whole experience. And it's all, I can say this stuff because it's already all done. I'm just adding to the collections right now. But yo, it's going to be insane. Trust me. And you guys aren't going to have to be fans of Scent Bubble to wear it. Like, it'll be fragrance stuff that you can wear, and it doesn't have my logos and all that stuff all over it. Like, you can just wear it and make it your own, and people are gonna be like, where the hell did you get that? So that's the cool thing about my merch stuff, is when it comes out, it's not gonna be about Scent Bubble. Like, it's gonna be about fragrance, but it's not gonna be about my logo or me as an entity. It's gonna be stuff that you really feel like you can make your own. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be so crazy. I actually have a lot of merch experience, so that's why I'm so excited to do this, because I'm not new to it. I have several merch websites, but this is going to be, I know I said that for the giveaway, biggest giveaway in FragCom, but y'all saw I wasn't lying. We gave away 32 fragrances. I was not lying. That was the biggest thing. But when I tell you the merch line is even bigger than the giveaway in terms of like value and stuff, I'm going to make the most affordable merch line. You guys are going to, and it's going to be fully customizable. It's truly going to be a one-of-one experience. No content creator in the fragrance space is touching the merch. And like I said, it's not going to have my brands on it. So you guys aren't going to feel a type of way. You're not going to be, now I will have one Scent Bubble piece, but that won't be marketed. It's just like if somebody wants to rock a Scent Bubble piece, I'll have some very limited releases, but 99% of the rest of the merch will be non-Scent Bubble stuff. It'll just be like dope fragrance sayings and stuff, with like really exotic colorways and artwork that you guys, no one would even know it came from a YouTuber. So look forward to it, man. It's really gonna be tough. Y'all are gonna love it. Bro, I caught Ralph Lauren's Club Elixir, super mature smelling, worst blind buy. Oh, yeah, I don't mess with any of Ralph Lauren. I mean, we've reviewed a lot of Polo fragrances on the channel, but I wouldn't touch Polo with a 10-foot pole in terms of where I'm at in my fragrance journey. And I think anyone that is low on money still has access to so many better fragrances than anything from Ralph Lauren. To be real with you. I'm just keeping it real with you, bro. Cassius is still amazing. 100%. 100%. In fact, I just sent out, oh shoot. I just sent out a decant of Cassius today. Listen, guys. Again, I would recommend Afro Leather over Cassius because they're virtually the same fragrance. It's just African leather's got more edge to it. It's like the Sauvage Elixir of this style DNA. It's edgy and it's sweet, whereas this is more like apple pie sweet, a little bit of savory. But this is still an incredible 10 out of 10 clone of Carlisle. You guys do not need Carlisle at all. And it's 20 bucks. It's insane. Are there any different Manceras? Are any of the Manceras a safe blind buy? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Amberful is a really safe blind buy. Instant Crush, if you're under 27 years old, is an easy blind buy. Amberful is probably the easiest blind buy for all ages. So I would say I wouldn't worry about asking me to give you a list of Manceras to buy. Buy Amberful And then if you trust me based off Amberful, then I'll give you another one to buy, and then another one. I'm not going to give you a grocery list. Start with Amberful, and if you love Amberful, then come back to me and I'll give you another one. All right, guys, it looks like that's what we got for the night. If you're new to the stream, we drop videos every single day on fragrance. We go live, we do community posts, we do shorts every single day. Like today, we posted like 4 or 5 times. I think we did 2 or 3 shorts, 1 community post, and 1 long form video. If you're into fragrance content at all, we cover it all. Clone, dupe, inspired, designer, niche, and independent niche. We do all things fragrance, giving you guys all the tips on how to get fragrances and think through fragrances and select fragrances, how to build your collection. We do collaborations, we do game shows. So if you're into that kind of stuff, please follow. I'd love to talk to you guys. I think I have one of the best, most interactive community of genuine people out there. So I think you guys could get a lot of value from it. And if there are any questions you want to ask me or think of down the road, just put the question in the comment section below of this live, and I will be happy to go into those comments within the next 24 hours and answer all of them for you. I don't care how many questions you got. So hope you guys have a blessed Saturday. Hope your guys' weekend is going incredible. Again, my scent of the day today was this morning. I wore, where did I go this morning? I went out for breakfast with my mom. So I wore Ex Nihilo Flor Narcotique this morning, took a shower in the afternoon, went out to a restaurant with my wife and kids, and I wore Tres Oros. I'm just still blown away how good this fragrance is. I walked into day 3 thinking I was going to buy Bonnie or Ambar Dominicana, and then I sprayed this in the air and I said, wait a second. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is just an insane juice. But yeah, hope you guys had a great week. I'll talk to you soon. Love you. Oud Satin Mood Clone, does it really smell like a granny after 3 sprays and up? It can. It can. It can. But honestly, it has nothing to do with the clone. Regular Oud Satin Mood or anything cloning Oud Satin Mood, if one smells like a granny, they'll all smell like a granny to you. It's really what your nose refers to. So tread with caution with Oud Satin Mood and all the clones because they all smell very close, and even the original OG can smell granny if that's the vibe that you get from it. It's not real oud, but it can be sexy, but I find most people think this is a challenging fragrance. But put it this way, if you put 100 people in a line and had them smell Oud Satin Mood, 10 people would fall absolutely in love with it and wear it as much as they can. 90 people will not because it's too challenging of a fragrance. It's not bad or good. It might just be challenging because for you, you always think of an old lady when you smell something like this. If that's the case, don't go towards it. That's why we got to test everything. Don't blind buy it. That's a challenging fragrance, not worth the blind buy. And I do not screen print. But the quality on the merch will be higher than screen printing. So anyways, I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. And let me just, let me sweep one more noob. Get in bed. Give your mom the phone. Love you guys. Have a great night.